Everton 2, Liverpool 2. And there's so much to uncover, people, in today's match reaction. Welcome back to the channel, people. It's your boy Max. Good morning, everyone. It's Blatant Red TV. Man. People, man. I know how you felt. I felt it too. I felt like I just got punched in the gut yesterday, man, when that goal went in. Like, don't get it twisted, it was a good goal from Tarkowski. But, oh man, was it heartbreaking to see that goal going, because we were seconds, people. Seconds away from 9 points. Not 9 points, sorry. We were seconds away from 3 points that would have took us 9 points clear at the top of the Premier League. Michael Oliver. Listen, I'm not even coming on here because I've seen it. I've watched enough of the reactions yesterday to see people saying it's the referee why we lost. Michael Oliver is a disgrace. Listen, people, I'm not going to lie to you. Michael Oliver, obviously, certain moments in the game was shocking. Like, how he didn't give a foul to Salah when Salah was not one-on-one, but he was by himself, like, running through on goal. He got fouled. Michael Oliver said it's not a foul. The push that Beto gave on Konate, so that led to their winning goal, VAR said that wasn't a foul. How was that not a foul? Well, you can see Konate jumped in the air and he got pushed, and they said it wasn't a foul. There was other stuff that happened in the game, people, that Michael Oliver did. Like I'm even hearing, I think it was down to like the fouls that he gave to Liverpool. He gave like 9 fouls to Liverpool, but he gave 20 to Everton. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like that's crazy. Like, you could tell that this guy was basically an Everton supporter last night. You know what I mean? And I've heard all the stuff that, you know, Man City, he's in Man City's books and all this madness. But yeah, man, some of his decision making was shocking, but it wasn't as shocking as our performance in the beginning of the match. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm calling out certain players like Gakpo. Gakpo had a stinker yesterday, people. Like, he deserved to come off. Gakpo was shocking, bro. He was nowhere to be seen. Like, even down to this, you know, like Diaz through the middle. I don't know if I like this anymore, people, man. Like, I thought yesterday's game needed like a proper striker up top, whether it was Jota or whether it was Nunes. This Diaz experiment of him being through the middle, I don't like it no more, people, man, because it hinders his game. Like, if anything, Slot should have basically played Gakpo through the middle and played Diaz out on the left. Like, don't get to Diaz, obviously didn't score. He ran around, he threw himself around. All right, he gave away some silly fouls and things like that where he's just bouncing into the players instead of actually like being strategic about what he was doing. But again, man, I just feel like Salah, until Salah scored the assist, like, you know what? I'm going to just start from the beginning, people, man. I'm going to just start from the beginning. I'm going to talk about Everton's first goal. Like, why is it that Liverpool don't do things like that? I've watched many Liverpool games this season where we get free kicks or dead ball situations, but we don't have no creativity. It's always like a cross into the box, hoping that Virgil, one of these men, get on it, or there's some type of ricochet and it falls to one of our players and it goes in. Like, that man just did one pass yesterday. One pass that just split our whole team. Like, split our whole team. Where was Konate going, bro? When that pass got played through, Konate, the space between Konate and Virgil was a madness. And then Konate, even when the ball got played, he's like running out, coming in from wide to come back in left. I don't know what he was doing there. And then Virgil was just taking his time, as Virgil usually does sometimes in the situation. Just decides that he's not going to burst his gut to get in and try and stop this ball from going in the back of the net. But it was just like, and I said that in my thing, I said, we needed to score first. Because if we scored first, it was a different game. Look, credit to McAllister. Credit to the fact that we even got back in the game 6 minutes after they scored, because that obviously then made the game intense and tight. Like, it was just, like, for me, it was like an old school derby. It was a derby game, like how derby games should be. That's the vibe that I got from it yesterday. There was intensity in the stadium. The only intensity that was lacking was in our Liverpool players, because again, it's like these men just play the occasion instead of playing the game. Because that's how I felt. It's like there was just a number of players in yesterday's game that was just shocking. They wasn't up for it. Do you know what I mean? The only man that was up for the battle like that was Bradley, because obviously he's a Scouser. And then even like Slot not starting Trent from the beginning. I understand he just come back from injury and whatnot. And the only reason why he did bring on Trent is because Bradley got a yellow card, and then, you know, he had another foul where you could tell that if he got one more, Michael Oliver was going to send him off. So I understand why, obviously, Slot took him off in the end. But it's like, you could have probably played Trent from the beginning. And I'm not saying that when Trent came up, he was any better, but, you know, he was putting in his trademark little crosses, and there was one pass he made to, like, Nunes, but then it was just a bit too heavy, and Nunes kind of had to, like, run wide, and then it ended up coming to nothing. But, yeah, man. Like I said, credit to the fact that we got back in the game as quickly as we did, because it was a good header from McAllister. Again, Salah with the assist. But there was just large moments in that game yesterday where there was just no creativity from our players at all. Like, we wasn't creating anything. Like, I swear there was even a moment where Everton had the ball in the back of the net. I think Braithwaite scored a goal, but he was offside. You know, like, they scored goals. Like, we did score goals from open play and whatnot, but it's like, there was just long periods in that game, up until when we scored our second, that there was just no creativity. And Everton was just, the game was just played into Everton's hands in a sense. It was working in their favour. That's just the vibe that I got from it. Because again, we played the occasion instead of playing how we should be playing. And showing Everton ain't superior like us. Like, we're the better team. But again, innit, we just made Everton again look good. And like I said, the second goal, our goal that we scored, Salah's goal, like, I think the game changed a bit when Curtis Jones came on, because we took off Gravenberch. Gravenberch didn't have a bad game, but he didn't have his best. And plus, Gravenberch has played a lot of football this season, so if anyone deserves a rest, it's Gravenberch, you know what I'm trying to say? But when Jones came on, there was that little bit of, like, I don't know, stability, because, you know, Jones even slightly could have scored a goal where it was his shot that basically ricocheted off the Everton defender and then fell to Salah, and then Salah made it 2-1. And when he made it 2-1, people, bruv, the celebrations I did in my yard, bruv, oh my God. Like, I was gassed, bruv. Because of the time that we scored the goal, it was like, I think 15 minutes left. And there's still a lot of football to play after 15 minutes. But once that goal went in from Salah, you could tell it knocked the stuffing out of Everton and their supporters. Like, the whole place was quiet. All you could hear was Liverpool fans. And then again, it was just like, we was holding on, people, holding on. Holding on until... yeah, man, where we probably could have had the chance where we should have had a free kick when Salah got brought down. And then Everton went up the other end. No, boys, I'm skipping stuff. I'm skipping stuff. That when the time obviously built up to when it got to obviously the last 90, and we knew there was going to be probably like not a hefty stoppage time. I think they said it like, yeah, 5-minute stoppage time. But once obviously that clash of heads happened between Braithwaite and Alcaraz, like, I just knew. I knew there was going to add more stoppage time. But where did that extra minute come from? Do you know what I mean? It was that extra minute that Michael Oliver did or gave to them that allowed for the goal to happen. Because the whistle should have been blown time ago. The whistle should have been blown time ago. But Michael Oliver decided, yo, I'm going to add on minutes because of the head injury. But the 2 minutes was up. There was already 5 minutes of stoppage time. The game finished on 98 minutes. So I could understand like 97 because that's the 2 minutes for the clash of heads. But the extra minute that you added on, bro, was just like, where did it come from, bro? It was not needed. And then you've added that now. And then in the end, yeah, Tarkowski. And it's like, of all people, bruv, like, it's like a defender, Tarkowski, you know. Yes, he's a good defender, but it's like, for him to get that connection, that was a striker's connection, bro. Just bam. And when I saw it hit the back of the net, people, that's my expressions, bro. I was in my yard like, bro, deflated, defeated, hurt, angry. Yeah, man. It was heartbreaking because, like I said, we were seconds, people, from all 3 points and going 9. And then, you know, big statement win. All of that, the headlines was coming, bro. And then, yeah, man, it just got taken away from us, man, in that dying seconds, man. So, yeah, people, man, it was hurting. It was hurtful, man. It was hurtful. But it's a point gained. And I know right now it's tough, innit, it's tough for me to even say, yo, we're still 7 when we could have been 9. Because I'm not confident and comfortable with the 7 points. I mean, it is a cushion, but it's not 9 points, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because all it takes is for Arsenal to play first and they win, and then it puts pressure on us to win so we can go back 7 points, sorry. Yeah, people, it's one of them, man. It's just like, it's tough, man. But it's still a point gained, innit? And we can all be mad at Michael Oliver, which we're entitled to be, of course. But at the same time, some of our players need to look at themselves too, bro. Some of them need to look at themselves too. I'm trying to think what player can come off the pitch with their head held high, like to say, yeah, I did my best. Connor had a good game until he obviously got, sub because of the yellow card. I felt Virgil and Ibu, them man had a good game, apart from the first goal, where they was just in no man's land, like where the gap between them was just too big. But them man was clearing headers. They was trying their best, bruv, to like keep the ball away from our goal. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting. Big up to Curtis Jones too, man. And Decore, you're a pussy, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Because that's another thing, man. Everton, the embarrassment. These men were celebrating. I understand they're celebrating because, they didn't lose in the final Merseyside derby at Goodison. But man going over to our fans and trying to celebrate in front of our fans because you, man, drew a game, bro. It's not like you, man, won the game, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not like you, man, lifted the trophy. But you can tell what they said. They were celebrating because they messed up, obviously, our 9 points. They also are celebrating because they helped Mikel Arteta. All that stuff that they did at the beginning. I heard the embarrassment. They had Mikel Arteta on the front of their the games book or the booklet for the day. Like, you could tell these men were trying to get a win or trying to mess up the Liverpool's flow. Yeah, man, you could just tell, bro, that these men were just messing up Liverpool's flow for them, innit? You know what I mean? Like, that's what they was doing, bro. For Arsenal. They didn't want Liverpool to win. And yeah, man, but it's just embarrassing, bro, man. Like, embarrassing. But big up to Curtis Jones, man, because that's the type of fight that I want to see, bro, from my players. Like, you know what I'm saying? Curtis Jones, especially because he's a Scouser as well, he was having none of it. You know what I mean? He was having none of it. Like, roughed up the Corey. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I love that shit, man. Because I would have done the same if I was a Liverpool player. You know what I mean? Like, if I was a fan, I probably would have came out the stands, bruv, and ready to back Curtis Jones. You know what I mean? So big up Curtis Jones for that, man. I'm not gonna lie, bruv. Like, I love that shit. Because Decore took the piss, man. But like I said, people, man, I've been speaking for what? 13 minutes now. Shit. I'm gonna wrap this one up, people, man. But like I said, it's a point gain, man. And we're still 7 points at the top of the table. We got Wolves this Sunday, so we can bounce back in that game. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can bounce back in that game, people. And then, yeah, hopefully, because Arsenal play early, I think, on Saturday, they said, innit? 12:30 on Saturday against Leicester. Even though, yeah, the news has come out that they've lost Kai Havertz for the season, but Leicester's a dead team, man. So I can see Arsenal still going there and winning, to be honest, people, man. But yeah, man, we just got to just bounce back against Wolves, man. And that's all we can do, people, man. But I understand the heartbreak of yesterday's game. Yeah, man, it wasn't a nice feeling seeing that goal go in, man. It was deflating, people, man. It was deflating. But like I said, it's a point gained and we move. We move, people, man. So catch me on your screens Saturday morning for the preview, and I'll be back on Monday for the match reaction to Liverpool against Wolves, which is live on Sky at 1 PM. But that was the match reaction, peeps. It's your boy Mike's. It's Blatant Red TV. And I'll catch you on the rebound, people, man. Have a blessed day. Peace.